So today should be finally the day that we get to drive the car. So I got the radiator back. It's repaired. They took way longer than they said they would, of course, like everywhere else. Steve is on his way to finish the wiring real quick, which is just a few simple things. So I'm gonna get the radiator in. I also got some new tires put on the front because I had a cut in one of the sidewalls. So I'm gonna throw the radiator in, put everything back together, hopefully before he gets here. And then when he gets here, he's gonna do a couple wire things, and we're gonna try to drive it. So let's see what happens. So we're about to go on the maiden voyage of it. So already we've had 2 major problems, including an ECM failure from Holley. So I got a hold of somebody there. They're gonna send me one, but we're gonna get in the car and see what it does. We might possibly have a bad transmission.
In this episode, we'll see what I fucked up today.
Well, the bad just keeps happening. We're pulling a trans. Looks like the trans is toast. So I was guaranteed this trans was good when I got it. Surprise. So we did all the work putting the shift kit in it. Went through the whole thing. It looked good. Then, nope, has nothing. We don't have any forward gear, only reverse. We checked the converter, it's all the way seated. We have no idea. And we found a bunch of material in the brand new trans fluid, so unfortunately it looks like we're pulling. So I guess we'll see what happens. Kind of wanted to show you guys real quick before we talk about what happened yesterday. The car is running And just look, I spent hours today cleaning it. I mean, just look how clean it looks. I mean, she's ready for the car show tomorrow. So, but yeah, let's talk about what happened yesterday. So, day 2 of getting the car driving. Yesterday was a giant mess. I lost some recordings, different bits and pieces. I don't know if it was me, the camera, or whatever. Basically, yesterday was just not the most fun, but the car is now running and driving. So I do want to give a big shout out to Steve at Ant Motorsports Solutions, who was here till 11:30 last night helping me get it back together, from pulling the trans to every other issue we ran into. I also want to give a big shout out to my buddy Joe, who's always here to help me. And, you know, he stayed here to help do it too. And even when we went to go test drive the car at 11:30 at night, he was on standby with his truck and a chain just in case we had to pull it home. But besides that, let's start from the beginning. Steve came over, we wired it real quick. Everything was going good. He went to adjust the tune a little bit. He keyed off. He adjusted the tune in the computer and was about to key on to flash the ECM, the new tune in. And all of a sudden the ECM just nothing. No lights, nothing. We checked all the voltages, everything was right. I actually got a hold of a buddy of mine that works at Holley in the tech support, and you know, everything was right. So something in the ECM messed up. Brand new ECMs, never just got put in the car, hasn't been in that long, and it's junk. So we're gonna ship it back and get it fixed. But luckily Steve had one at his house for his uncle's truck, the exact same ECM. So we went and grabbed it, put it in, it powered right on, everything's good. We flashed the tune in it, we're back running. We're running the car for a little bit, going through all the fluids and stuff, and all of a sudden the oil pressure reads high output or something. And unfortunately the oil pressure sensor failed. No big deal. I go over to one of the LS sitting in the corner, yank it, put one in, we're good. We got oil pressure again. Finally, we're ready to take it out. I back it out of the garage. We back, you know, everything's working good. We back it into the street, put it in forward, and nothing. It barely moves. We thought maybe the shifter linkage came disconnected or something. Checked it, it wasn't that. We thought maybe it was the high stall, so I gave it a little gas and it started moving. Well, we made it a little bit. You could tell something was wrong. It was slipping, didn't want to move. We made it around a couple corners trying to get back to my house, and we stopped. Checked the fluid, put a little bit more in it. Didn't help. So you seen in the video earlier, my buddy Joe had to pull it home with the chain real quick. Pulled it home, started checking things that I thought maybe I had forgot. Like I thought maybe I forgot the filter or the O-ring for the overdrive O-ring or whatever it is on the input shaft, and no, it was all there. We thought maybe the torque converter wasn't seated all the way. No, it was seated. So luckily I had another trans in the back of the garage that we knew nothing about, that was the same style as what I already had in, because the old one is an old style and I didn't have the AN fittings for it. So we moved everything, got the trans out of the back corner of my other side of my garage where I keep the 88. You know, I was already really discouraged, didn't really want to mess with the car at that point, but Steve and and Joe kind of talked me into it. You know, let's swap it real quick. Luckily with having the rack, it don't take that long. And you know, so we swapped it real quick, and everything went pretty good. Come to find out, the transmission I had was a Jasper rebuild. We still don't know nothing about it, but the fluid looked pretty good. So we filled it, and we went test drove at 11:30 last night. And major difference from last year. On 5 pounds of boost, it pulls like it did last year on 8 to 10. So, but it drives smoother, better. Everything about it's just better than it was last year. I'm super excited about it. Tomorrow we have a car show, which is why I spent hours cleaning the car. And we'll be filming there too. But guys were up and running. I'm really excited. I was kind of discouraged and kind of getting frustrated yesterday, and just nothing's been going right. And finally, I think we're to a good point where I think most of the stuff has been fixed, I hope. So, guys, I appreciate it. You all have really kind of helped me keep going, wanting to make these, standing behind me, watching them, commenting and stuff. So we'll have more videos coming. Now that the car is done, we'll be up and driving it more. Definitely doing a lot more tuning. We still got to get the E in it, tune for E, and turn it up more, because right now it's only on wastegate spring, which is 5 pounds. And we still got a lot to go, 18 to 20 pounds easily. So, but I appreciate it, everyone. Keep liking, subscribing. Hit me up on Instagram, MontyGuy90. Send me a message. I talk to people, I don't mind. So I appreciate it, everyone. Thanks to the 2 guys that helped me and everybody that stood behind me. And we'll keep this going. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later.